This is your one beautiful life. How do you want to spend it? Today I'm going to talk about what kind of milestone celebrations you want to have, or I would suggest that you have as part of your swimming journey, whether you're learn to swim, whether you're a swim teacher, or whether you're like me and you have swimming in your life all the time and you want to have it in a way that uplifts you, not just the water floating you, but uplifts who you are and how you show up into the world. Let's talk about how to celebrate your wins. Let's go. All right, how to celebrate your wins. The first thing that I see in my head, maybe you see this too, is those Olympic athletes standing on the platforms with their medals, not the silver medal person, but the gold and the bronze person, right? No, the silver medal person usually does cheer too, but standing up there because they were the fastest, swam the furthest distance and the fastest amount of speed. There's a lot of reward in society for celebrating speed or distance, endurance. I just recently watched this great documentary. It's a local documentary about a local woman. She's called the Ice Mermaid. She has the longest distance swim in cold water, and it's some official cold water temperature, just in her swimsuit, no body wetsuit. It's kind of amazing. And we have to stop and see, okay, is this the only thing to celebrate? Is this what really takes us all the way? Now, here's where I want you to really question. I'm not saying speed and time and distance aren't great things to celebrate. They are, but how many times in life have you started running so that you could do a 5K race maybe? You do the race and then, 6 months later, you haven't run at all. Or people who have that weight loss goal and they lose 30 pounds, yay! And then 6 months later, they gain it right back. Having these kinds of external things to celebrate, they are really great to set a goal and set a direction. But if you actually want to change your life, if you want to change from the inside, if you want to build lifelong habits and develop yourself over time, these kinds of goals, these kinds of celebrations are a little bit of false wins, and you gotta be very careful with them. I'm going to give you some other ones to consider, and these are things that are really helpful to have along the way. You might have a time distance kind of goal out there. We put one out there for people. We say being able to hang out in the middle of deep water for 10 plus minutes without using the bottom or the side. We put it out there because it makes a nice container. But the question is, how are you going to treat yourself along the way that's going to keep you showing up to keep going towards that goal and beyond? That it's not just going to become a one and done, and then you're out of there, sitting on the couch, just having the same old, right? It's very easy to go back to these things. So the first thing I want you to think about, you get in and you do your swimming thing, whatever it is, walking in the water, doing power laps, wherever you're at, teaching somebody. Notice how you speak to yourself. This would be a great goal to celebrate. All of the times that you authentically spoke nicely to yourself. Now, I don't mean, yay, go, rah, rah. I mean, authentically being able to acknowledge yourself. Look at me, I am here. I didn't want to come today, but I got here. I'm amazing. That's amazing that I got here, right? Or, okay, I would stay in the water for 5 minutes. Holy cow, it's 6 minutes. Look at me, right? How is it that you're speaking to yourself? We really want to catch how we're speaking to ourselves in our own head, because we think that speaking, I'll just say meanly or gruffly or aggressively or pushy, is a way to motivate us or how we should speak to ourselves. But if you really watch a lot of those things, what really happens is those are ways for us to stay small instead of play big. So if you're talking, let's just say not kindly to yourself, is helping you play big, in truth, be really honest with yourself, then go ahead. But if it's not, if it's leading you to spend less time doing the thing that you want to do, then we want to change how we're talking about ourselves. That is worth celebrating. The next one I love to celebrate with people is their ability to come back to calm. Come back to calm implies that you were in calm at some point. Now, I am an excellent swimmer. I do lots of swimming things. And this is something that I even celebrate for myself because I get into cold water. I'm a cold water open swimmer in addition to my warm pool time with students. But on my own playtime in the water, I do cold water swimming. And it gets me charged up when I first get in. But I have to practice on purpose, calming it back down. Because that helps me extend my swim time. It helps me tap in to see the difference between, no, this is normal body reaction to the temperature of the water, or it's time for me to get out because my human body can't tolerate this long in this temperature. I need to be able to calm down to see what's going on. You know, I do a fitness class, right? A land fitness class. That is part of it. Rest and recovery is part of any fitness program. In swimming, we kind of drop that off, especially for a new swimmer, and you're thinking about this working really hard. We overwork and we don't practice the rest and recovery, coming back to calm. So celebrate every time you notice, I'm just going like this. And I bring it in, and I'm now purposeful with what I'm doing. Maybe I'm working hard, but from a calm state of being. The next thing I want to offer you to celebrate is, did you enjoy it? I mean, this isn't like going to the dentist where, you don't necessarily enjoy it, but you do it because you know it's overall good for your health, right? But even at that, it's a better experience if maybe you're chatting with the staff, right? And you have an enjoyable, pleasant human interaction with the people around you or something like that. Can make that experience better. So swimming should be way more fun than going to the dentist. But yet, so many people, when we get caught up on the idea that speed and distance is the ultimate goal, is the ultimate thing for us to congratulate ourselves around, we don't get there because we miss out on enjoying in the moment and right now. Like when I do the event, then I'm going to feel enjoyment. Let's enjoy it right now and celebrate that. You don't have to have it be a way of like, oh, you weren't working hard enough. Remember, talking kindly to yourself. We want to allow ourselves time to enjoy it. You will come back to it. Time and distance will inevitably get better when you are enjoying what you're doing. It could be the enjoyment of the hard work, or it could be just the enjoyment of being alive and having a body and moving in a weightless environment. And the last one that I want you to celebrate, or maybe it's the first one to celebrate, but actually to acknowledge it. This is something I hardly ever see people acknowledge. Matter of fact, they kind of want to poo-poo it, especially if they don't know how to swim, is the idea that you kept yourself safe. Now, people who don't know how to swim want to give up credit to keeping themselves safe. But the truth of the matter is, if you show up to a swimming lesson with me online or in a local program or in Hawaii, you've kept yourself safe. You are alive. Even if you wore a life jacket, even if somebody had to help you out along the way, whatever caveat you want to put in there, you did something to keep yourself safe. And this is going to build your capacity when you celebrate this fact. I got into the water. I walked around, I swam around, I moved my body, I worked hard or I didn't work hard or whatever it is that you did in there. And the whole time you prioritized getting air, getting rest, getting out. You took care of your safety. It's very important for us to feed this part of ourselves because this allows your brain to say, okay, yes, I can do this and I could do more. And what other ways can I keep myself safe? We start looking around at the world and at ourselves from the point of view of empowerment instead of disempowerment. Celebrate your power. This is worth celebrating. Time and distance, great container goal, but celebrate the pieces of the journey that are required of you to get to time and distance types of goals. This way, you can keep going over and over and over again. Have your growth and enjoyment in the water spill over into all of the areas of your life. If this is a big mental video. If you want support and help on how to do these steps, the mental part can be way harder than the physical part. We want to revert to old ways. So if you need help with this, jump into the online. This is where I can give you that support and celebrate all of your amazing steps forward. Aloha!